gym last night. Yeah.
Stiff all over me.
So, Steve, what time's he due back then, mate?
This afternoon.
Oh,
Wise move, Alan, you won't regret it.
Yeah.
Tony, you want some of this?
No.
All right, suit yourself.
Steve.
Harry.
Still 2-1, yeah?
That's right.
Give us a tenner, mate.
Tenner. Good man.
Look, so you all reckon he's gonna...
Oh, yeah, why do you think I'm doing this, Reg?
You're sick, Steve, do you know
Cheers,
that?
Steve. Yeah.
Where is it? You seen him yet?
Hey, what are the odds? 2-1 on. You're joking.
No. 2-1 on. Garfield's maxing by the end of the shift.
You spoken to Garfield?
Should I have?
We know he's back this afternoon.
Has he said anything? About?
About what? He was asking where you were. Bob?
So, you sure you're all right?
Yes, sir.
Right, welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
George,
Afternoon, Sarge.
so you're off the parade, yeah?
Yes, Sarge.
How is he?
He's refused recuperative duties. Wants back with the action.
Sure, that's a good idea.
George, get it, Tony. All right?
Ah, there he is!
Now, George, how's the back, mate?
Fine.
You want to get yourself some legal advice. Acton's very tricky, you know?
Have you seen Sergeant Boyden yet?
Yeah, listen, mate, look, Tony and I, we were, like, really gutted about what happened. Boyden letting you down like that. I mean, we reckon he's really got it coming to him.
Win friends and influence people.
Can I have a quick word?
Oi!
Just forget it, all right?
Oi! We found you, didn't we?
Leave it, Dave.
No, I want to know what his problem is. We found you, didn't we?
Found me.
Look, if it wasn't for me, you'd still be lying there.
I know where you were. All right.
We were lost round the back of those flats.
You were at a knees up in casualty. You got lost round the back of a staff nurse, Dave. I mean, I hate to do this to you lot, like not play the hero and that. But I'm out there getting battered. None of you lifted a finger, did you, eh? And these two cowboys, they really dropped me in it. So let's just cut all this and get on with it, yeah?
Why didn't you just leave it?
What did you tell him for?
I said leave it.
There are pickets at the factory gate. So far, they've been well behaved. They're not our problem. Around the back here, someone set some bins on fire, so we're probably dealing with a few nutters. The fire brigade's there, but they've asked for backup. So it's a situation that could easily get out of hand. It's not a riot, and we don't want to start one, but you will be busy. Questions? Watch yourselves.
Right. Apart from those of you already assigned to Sergeant Maitland on the serial, that's Loxton Stringer area car, Data Collins van, Hollis front office, Stamp Quinnan CAD, Ackland Panda, Jackson Garfield foot.
All right, £6 then.
Hold it.
Where were you, Loxton?
RT's on the blink, Sarge. Engineers are fixing it now.
We'll stay on the job until it's done.
Yes, Sarge. Racing certainty, no danger.
What is?
You feeling better, George? Not yet. No.
Don't do it. Go on, George!
Does that count?
Nothing to do, have we? I thought you were supposed to be with Sergeant Cryer.
Yes, sir.
Well, get there.
My office.
Sir?
Later, Matthew.
No, I'm asking, why'd you stop him?
Leave it.
I want to know.
Look, back off, Loxton!
Hey, Tony.
What's up with him?
When I want you to go dumb on me, I'll ask for it. Now drop it. Is that understood? Sergeant Boyden let you down and you feel bad about it. So would anybody else on the release.
Sergeant,
Don't
don't think
listen, George! Because I'm not going to say this again. You took a kicking that you didn't deserve. Lee Taylor is a thug, and for all we know, you might have been killed. Matthew Boyden should have been there, and he wasn't. It happens. It's part of the job. And you might not like it, and I might not like it, but it is a fact. Now, if you're having trouble coming to terms with that, you come and see me, and we sort something out. But what you do not do is start brawling outside of Inspector Munro's office like some spoilt schoolboy. Is that clear?
How much?
What?
Garfield smacking Boyden, that's the bet, isn't it?
Oh, come on, June. Look, it's just a laugh.
I didn't see anybody laughing.
You know your trouble. You haven't got any sense of humour, June.
Oh, and you think that's funny, do you? Setting George up? He used to be a boxer, didn't he?
Look, it's what Boyden deserves.
And you're the conscience of the relief now, are you? Well, from what I hear, Dave, you were just as much to blame.
Now, look,
and
June,
I tell
do
you what
not-
is funny, I've just found out who your CAD sergeant is. You laugh that off.
What do you want me to do?
Well, what do you think we should do?
Nothing.
Nothing?
The relief's got a problem, the relief can sort it out.
But you saw what happened. Garfield nearly hit him.
So?
And you're happy to let that happen?
Yes, I am. Or would you rather I stuck Garfield on, turned him into some kind of hero? Because that's what Loxton and his pals are looking for. Matthew Boyden's dropped himself right in it. You want to waste your time pulling him out, that's up to you, but I'm not. And I'm not fighting his battles for him. If you've got any sense, you'll keep well out of this. Now, if you don't mind...
Right, I'll get you an ETA and call you back. Tony.
Perfectly, you've been very good.
Tony,
Look, hold on a minute, though.
Sergeant Maitland, what's his ETA?
You should have been there by now.
He's having trouble with
372
traffic,
for Sierra
Sarge.
Oscar.
I'll take it. You
Are
get on
still
to
in the
John,
precinct,
Dave.
Alan?
Yes, Tony. Nell Lane.
Can you go to Arthur's Gymnasium? We've had a report of a possible stolen vehicle dumped around the back. Been there since last night.
Any word from the factory?
We've just had a call from the fire brigade. The serial's not arrived.
Why not?
Traffic's got solid around Moss Lane. 7 sets of lights out.
Just when we want things running smoothly.
Dave, we got an ETA for the serial?
Yeah, 9 minutes, Sarge.
And there's still a problem?
Well, according to the fire brigade, things have quietened down in the factory, but they won't move in until we get there.
Let me know as soon as Sergeant Maitland arrives. I'll be with Mr. Conway.
Sir.
Anything for me, Sarge?
Hadley House, Cockcroft Estate. A domestic.
Sarge?
Keep me posted.
Sir.
Actually, we've got a man on the Cockcroft already, Sarge.
George, a word. That little altercation earlier, I believe Sergeant Cry's spoken to you.
Yes, sir.
Well, now I am. This is a police station, not a boxing ring. If you've got a grievance to settle, that's your problem, but you do it outside the job. Not here, not in uniform, and not outside my office. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to Sunhill, George.
Echo Romeo. That's Parmentier Avenue. The key holders are Mrs. Roundtree.
Understood.
Sort that out and you're a better man than I am.
I'm off to the front office. Mind the shop, lads.
Sarge. Thanks for dropping us in it.
What?
You told George we were in casualty.
We were.
You told him?
No. Look, do you think he's stupid? He's worked it out for himself.
So you didn't tell him?
No.
You didn't tell him any different, though, did you?
I hear you've had a spot of bother.
You hear wrong then, don't you?
Garfield doesn't seem to think so.
That's between me and him.
Is it?
Look, if I were you, I wouldn't get involved in this. Because if you think about it, I've had it up to here and I've got nothing to lose.
Is that a threat?
Just keep out of this.
I can't believe you did that.
Well, I did.
Yeah, but you look after your mates, Tony. People on this relief, they stick together.
You don't still believe that, do you? After all that's happened.
Yeah, I do, actually. The next time you need me, I know...
What are on about? What's this about a man on the Cockcroft?
Go ahead, 6-3.
Take your time, Dave.
Yeah, sorry about that, Sarge. Interference.
Can you inform Mr. Munro? We're at the factory and I'll be at the gatehouse. No sign of trouble, but there's a lot of congestion on the approach roads. We're on Smollett's doing point duty, but we could do with a TD unit as soon as possible.
Yeah, understood, Skip. Get on it right away.
Right, I'll get a TD unit. Can you tell Mr. Munro?
Sarge.
PS79 Sierra Oscar Sunhill. Yeah, can we have a TD unit to the Parkway E3?
What's all this about a man
Mr.
on the
Printworks.
Cockcroft?
There's heavy traffic congestion
He's no
already.
good to us
and
out
the
there,
football
is
lane's
he?
gonna get
We want him
worse.
back here.
Yeah, it's a
George.
local derby.
Sierra Oscar from 218, receiving, over.
Yeah, I know the game.
Yeah,
There's
go ahead, George.
already supporters milling around.
The domestic.
Yeah?
It's wanted now because
Done it.
it's a problem.
It's all been sorted, has it?
Look, we've already got a Sierra at the factory.
And what should I show as a result?
Can I speak to Mr. Monroe?
So we want the traffic sorted.
Say again?
A CAD room, sir.
That's what I'm saying.
Just to inform you that Cyril are there now.
Understood.
15 minutes?
Can you go to Canterley Road?
Yeah, don't worry about that, George. I've got a man down there to cover it.
That's the best you can do. Dave?
Yeah, Mr. Monroe's coming down.
Right.
Sorry, George. Ignore the last transmission. That's a 2727 Canterley Road. Mrs. Davis. 2 men acting suspiciously. Can you deal?
I don't believe this. Can't June do it?
No, you're all we've got.
It's miles away.
Just get there. George?
Don't call me, I'll call you.
Get onto the serial. That's the gatehouse number. Tell them 15 minutes.
Sarge. Sarge, the TD unit's on its way. Subject to traffic conditions, it's ETA.
Yeah, go ahead, June.
That's 15
Back on
minutes.
watch, Dave. Anything for me?
Yes, Sarge, we have told him.
Yes, 27, that's
ASAP,
27
Mr.
Canterley Road. And Mrs.
only passing
A.
on the message to
Davis,
Sergeant Boyd.
2 men seen acting suspiciously.
Yeah.
Can you
If you
deal?
hear anything different, we'll call you.
Received. ETA about
Sarge.
5 minutes.
Understood. You are
This
assigned.
absconder, Anne-Marie Wilson. Can't get a reply from the collator. Can you get an address?
Sarge, call of nature.
Yeah. And have one for me while you're there.
What are you playing at?
Eh?
Trying to get George to come back in here. You know they'll stick him on if he hits Boyden, don't
come
you?
off it. Come off it. Not even Boyden would have the front to stick him on after what he's done to George.
Oh, and you think we're any better, do you?
Yes. Yes, I do, actually. We're the ones that found him.
George back yet?
No, he isn't. You just don't get it, do you?
Florence Nightingale got the ump, has she?
I don't believe it. Football supporters down the Parkway. According to Stafford Row, I think Ron Smollett met the advance party. The advance party met Ron Smollett. Good of you to join us, Stamp.
Sir.
It'll take at least half an hour for the rest of them to walk down, but you better warn John they're on the way.
Sir.
It's not my fault.
Dave! Just sort it out, will you? There's money on this. If George hasn't smacked him by the end of the shift, we're all knackered.
Keep him busy, Quinnen.
Yes, sir.
Spare me.
Anne-Marie Wilson.
Can we get someone onto her?
I'll do that.
Is that you, John? Sorry to spoil the party, but you can expect some gate crashes.
218 from Sarah Oscar. Receiving over.
And there are 150, 150
218 from Sarah Oscar.
supporters
You
heading
receiving
back
over?
your way. Mr. Munro thought you should be
Come
warned.
on, George.
You have been.
Sarge, Steve Loxton's got some urgent corridors for area.
Got some urgent corridors for area, Sarge. Can we get George back to take him up? RT's fixed on the car. I'm off on a shout.
Tony?
He's busy, Sarge.
He can't be that busy.
He's busy.
Tony?
Come on, Tony.
Garfield's busy. All right, Loxton?
Sorry, Steve, Garfield's busy.
Why don't you ask him?
He doesn't need to ask him. I'm telling you, he's busy.
And why should I believe what you say?
218 receiving, over.
Go ahead, George.
What's going on?
Say again?
Canterley Road. Dune's just done it.
She can't have done.
What, you want to ask the woman?
June's at Canterley Road.
Yes.
Sorry, George. Must be some mistake. Can you go to 18 Nelson Court? See if you can find an Anne-Marie Wilson. She's an absconder.
I'm going off watch.
Sorry, George. Nelson Court.
Get somebody else. I'm coming in.
You're nearest.
Say again, Tony. Transmission garbled.
Problem with your radio, George?
Not now, no.
Then stop being a Burke and get to Nelson Court.
You can't keep me out forever, you know.
What?
I'm coming back in.
When you do come in, make sure you come and see me first. In the meantime, there's a female absconder at 1818 Nelson Court. Get over there, do you understand? Garfield? Garfield?
He's off air, Sarge.
Must have taken his batteries out.
Sorry?
I said he must have taken his batteries out, Sarge.
Meaning?
Meaning he must have taken his batteries out.
Keep trying him. I want to know where he is and what he thinks he's doing. Anybody else free?
June Ackland.
Nelson Court.
Prat.
See these? Speak to me like that again, my friend, and I'm going to stick you on.
It's not just me, though, is it?
Who else? It's all right, Steve. I know you're gutless. You pass the word around. Stamp, Quinnan, the whole bloody relief. Whatever's going on, it stops now, or I'll promise you, I'll deal with every last one of you. I thought you were going to the car.
So?
So get there!
I'd say you had a crisis of leadership.
Where's Sergeant Boyden?
Oh, you nicked out 5 minutes ago, Skip.
Tony?
Dunno, Sarge.
And Garfield?
He's off air, Skip.
Off air?
Problem with his radio.
Since when?
Since just before Sergeant Boyden went out.
It's all of them. The whole Nick wants you out.
Still bothered about Welland?
Now, you leave Jackie out of this.
Jackie?
Leave her out of it.
Thought so. Skirt, your big problem.
They'll flatten you for this.
I don't think so. But you do that again and I'm going to flatten you.
They're running a book on Garfield laying you out. You don't know what it's like in Sunhill. Covering you in feathers is nothing.
Thanks for the warning.
You're finished.
I haven't even started.
Where's Garfield?
That's my problem. I'll sort it, all right?
Bloody well looks like it, doesn't it?
You ask me, Bob, he's cracking up.
Well, I didn't ask you, did I?
Never had you figured, did we?
For what?
For the opposition.
Oscar 643.
Go ahead, June.
That absconder. The next door neighbour's not seen her in over a week.
Opposition.
Tony?
Yeah, I'll pass it on, June. Any sign of George?
Garfield?
Yeah, Nelson Court. It was his shout.
Well, what the hell am I doing here?
Look, he's got off the air.
I'm not getting involved in this, Tony. Understood? You want me? I'm on Atlantic Street.
What opposition?
Her? Her and Uncle Bob. And if you hadn't have got involved, we'd have been home and dry by now.
You reckon?
Well, why didn't you let Jules just get on with it?
Do you want Boyden off this relief?
What?
If Boyden gets hit now, then this whole thing's finished. But if we keep the pot boiling, we can get rid of him.
You want to get rid of him?
Why do you think I'm doing all this? I'm trying to stop George hitting him, and this prat is putting money on it.
Oh, yeah? You want to make something of it?
You're all right.
Tony!
You want to log some miles in that area, Carl? The MOT runs out in August.
I'm going.
Sierra Oscar from 6-3 receiving, over.
Go ahead, 6-3.
We've nicked a couple of yobs, Dave. Can you organise transport?
Yeah, stand by, Skip. I'll give you an ETA.
No sign of Garfield.
Sierra Oscar 2 from
Fair enough.
Sierra Oscar.
Sierra 2 receiving.
Yeah, transport requested at the Parkway to pick up prisoners, the Parkway E3. Can you deal?
Yeah, ETA 6 minutes.
Yeah, thanks, Narika.
If you can get hold of Garfield, I want him back here straight away. All right, Dave?
Sarge?
And this time, give us room.
Don't know what you mean, Sarge.
No! As far as I'm concerned, they're doing exactly what's needed.
Somebody has got to speak to Garfield.
No one speaks to Garfield.
Look, if a fight breaks out, it's
If
me
a
that's
fight breaks out, then by this time next week, no one will remember what the fuss was about. Why do you think Boyden's doing nothing? Garfield thumps him, everything goes back to normal. Or do you want to stop it so Boyden has to be transferred? Loxton's organised the bet?
Yeah.
And they're all involved except Stamp.
Yes.
And if you want to speak to someone, speak to Stamp. And if you can't take what's happening, look the other way.
I can't believe you can do this.
bottle.
Bottle's got nothing to do with it. Look, just remember, Tony, this was not my idea.
What is your problem?
Right. You two can witness this.
I'm telling you to watch yourself. He wants you to go down there.
Boyden!
Yes. He's asking for it like he really wants it to happen.
Whose idea was the bet? Garfield takes a swing at me and the relief holds his coat. Whose idea?
He's going to do it anyway.
Is he?
Yeah.
And what's that to you, Dave? Getting rid of something you can't handle? A little bit of guilt?
You.
Sierra Oscar, come on, Dave.
Still awaiting confirmation, Sarge. 2 minutes.
Understood.
I think there's something you should know first. Dave is running a book on whether you're going to lay me out. That's why he's been trying to get you back in here. He set you up.
It's not just me.
It's Loxton as well.
The whole bloody relief.
Because the whole relief let you down, didn't they? Tony, me, Dave. None of us were there, were we? Perhaps we're all feeling a little guilty.
You should have been there.
Well, I wasn't, was I? Neither were they.
They didn't come to the hospital and lie about it.
They didn't tell the truth either, did they? He copped off. That's why they were late. And now he's making money out of it. What kind of loyalty is that? You better do this. Because if you don't, they're going to lose a lot of money. Come on.
Don't do it, George.
Shut up, Tony.
Come on, I've waited long enough. Someone's got to do it. Come on!
You making money on this?
No.
Yes.
He's winding you up.
He isn't, George.
Right. Now we're all in the same boat. Let's see how fast you can paddle.
Lady. Look, George.
What, you want one instead, do you? You set me up.
George.
Out!
No. Don't do it.
George, you don't have to... George!
He'll stick you on.
Yeah? What's that to you? No, what is it to you, hey? You're not telling me you're concerned about this. You've got money on it.
You'll get transferred.
Transferred?
Yes.
Of this relief? Great.
You shouldn't do it, Tony.
George! Dave! What are you doing?
I was just
And
going
I'm sick of seeing you floating around.
Sarge?
What are you doing?
Of cabin, Sarge.
Why?
Son?
Why? Front office, now.
CAD room.
Win any money?
I didn't bet.
I'll bet you didn't.
I didn't.
You didn't want this over, did you? You wanted me to get transferred. Thanks. Sorry, Dave. All over. I reckon this relief's finally got a sergeant it deserves.